right, guys, we're back again. It's March Madness. Everybody knows in March Madness, it means it's championship time. It's bracket breakdowns. It's the underdog come back and win it all, whatever you want to call it. But this is your Gridiron Report. I'm Tone Colston. We're about to cover our championship weekend. See how it's going to go down. All right. So we got one thing, and this is part of every year. All right. This isn't because of the trash or anything. It's championship weekend. Got some cool, awesome championship helmets that are going to say Gridiron League champions coming out for the team champions. The player of the week deal, I generally buy. I did it last year and did it this year just because we ran the gates and stuff. I bought a ton of NFL pictures, autographed items for our player of the year guys. We'll do a drawing. I'll do this next week for the final Gridiron Report covering the end of the championships and all the awards we're giving out. But, got a lot of things we're going to be giving out over the next 2 weeks. The gate during championship weekend, all tournaments, just like any other tournament you go to, gate's going to be $20. All right. I know everybody's going to be mad. Everybody's going to be frustrated, but come out, cheer your boys on, do your thing. Anywhere else you go, you're going to pay it. I paid it at AAU basketball game for 40 minutes the other day. So just is what it is. We're going to use that money, do some fun things this weekend. But let's get into it. Let's go ahead and break it down so you guys can get your schedules and plan your weekends. Let's move into our high school bracket. We'll talk about teams from top to bottom, tiebreakers, and all that good stuff. All right, so one last thing before we get into the brackets, okay? I want to explain how I did the brackets this year. Generally, we do a single elimination playoff tournament. And to be honest, that's one game, win or lose, you go home. We got some teams, quite a few teams dropping from Kentucky. I was trying to get an extra weekend in, play a Saturday, Sunday, and possibly even play next weekend, but teams couldn't pull it off with basketball and all the extra curricular things everybody's got going on. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to give guys the most chance of getting extra games and be able to play a little bit extra, get a couple extra games basically in this thing. So basically what I've done, nobody's probably ever done this. I always do something different. But here's the deal. I did kind of a hybrid tournament for all the divisions except the rookie division. Rookie division, we're going to play a single elimination. There's only 4 teams. Single elimination, we'll play a second game for third and fourth, and we'll play the championship. But high school, varsity, JV, and youth, what I've done this year is I took the top teams, top 3 or 4 teams, 2 to 4 teams, pulled them out, and we did a single elimination bracket for the rest of the teams all the way down from 6 to 15, 6 to 10, whatever it is. And basically, instead of the number, let's say the high school division, instead of the number 15 seed playing the number 1 seed, losing, and then going home, maybe they win, you never know, right? And going home, we kind of took those top teams out. Now the 15 seeds play the number 5 or 6 seed, all right? So it's creating a little bit better advantages for the lower teams, but here's the deal. When it comes to tournaments, you got to beat everybody to win, right? So I'm just trying to create a little something a little more beneficial for our teams to get a little more competition, play it out and win it. So they're going to play the first round or 2 of each tournament, and each division is going to be single elimination. So some teams are going to get one and done. All right. Once they get to a certain point in the bracket, we're going to meet up with the top 4 teams and either play in a double elimination tournament or meet up with the top 4, compete one more round of single elimination, and then pull it off into a double elimination tournament. So each division will end in a double elimination tournament, and it'll begin with a partial single elimination tournament. You'll see what I'm talking about when I put the brackets out there. But just want everybody to understand kind of what we're doing, how we're doing it, and the whole concept behind it is really just to create a little more competition, give and hopefully come up where teams get to play a few more games than they would normally in a single elimination game. Just trying to give you guys the best bang for your buck, man. So it's going to be competitive, it's going to be fun. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So here's our high school division bracket. I went old school on these brackets. I just wrote them out. I couldn't find any brackets to print out that kind of did what I was trying to do with it, and to do a slight single elimination tournament, put the top teams at the end, and then run it into a double elimination tournament. So I just came up with my own deal. It fits perfect. It'll work. It'll give us exactly what we're looking for. And I was fair in how we broke teams down and all that good stuff. So we're looking at the high school bracket. We've got our top. So a couple things to see. The seeding of the teams is on the far left. Beside each team in dark Sharpie. On the right side, in the middle of the brackets, are the game numbers, like game 1 through 10. We have 10 games. in this first part of the tournament. And then in the middle of all that, we've got field numbers and time. So you may have to screenshot this thing and just zoom it in so you can actually see who plays who, where you play at, and all that good stuff. So let's break it down, see how the standings broke down, and just go from there. So Sweetwater finished as the number 1 seed at 12-4. Sevier County and Greenback tied at 11-5, but Sevier County beat Greenback back in week 3, 24-23. So Sevier County gets the number 2 seed. Greenback gets the number 3 seed. We had 4 8-win teams. We had the Bobcats, Orange Crush, Goon Squad, and Clinton. The Bobcats beat Clinton 23-14 back in week 3. They also beat the Orange Crush 28-13 back in week 6. They didn't play the Goon Squad, but as you see how this will pull out, the Bobcats pulled out the number 4 seed at 8-2. The number 5 seed, Orange Crush, earned the number 5 seed. They beat Goon Squad 25-17 early in the season, and they also beat Clinton 27-3 back in week 5. So Orange Crush gets the 5 seed. The 6 seed, it will be Goon Squad at 8-6 because they beat Clinton 23-8 back in week 5 head-to-head. So the number 7 seed will be Clinton at 8-7. The number 8 seed, we got the Kentucky Raptors at 7-10. For the number 9 and 10 seed, we got Team Mayhem and Seymour. Both those teams tied with 6 wins, but Seymour won 27-23 back in week 5, or actually Mayhem won 27-23 back in week 5. So Mayhem gets the 9 seed, Seymour gets the 10 seed. The Cougars got the 11 seed at 4-13. The 12 and 13 teams, Immortals and Bearden, both had 3 wins, but they didn't have anything head-to-head throughout the season. So I basically just took their 3 wins, gave each team a point category for where they ranked in the top 1 through 15 with all the teams. Bearden's 3 wins gave them 31 points. Immortals' 3 wins gave them 42 points. Of course, the lower the points, the better the teams you beat. So Bearden earned the 12 seed at 3-10. The Immortals got the 13 seed at 3-3. And Blue Crush rounded out the bracket as the number 14 seed at 1-7. So the way we'll do this whole bracket part right here will be all single elimination until we get down to the final 4 teams. So you see on the the right side of the sheet, it says top 4 teams advance. So the top 4 teams will advance to the actual double elimination part of this tournament. So I didn't put a seeding up here at the top 2 bracket areas because I'm not sure which teams are going to be there, but I'll put the seeds. The highest seed will play the lowest seed. The next highest seed will play the next seed. And then we'll run this thing out, double elimination, until we get a champion. So that's how our high school tournament will break down. So we're going to go ahead and move into our varsity tournament. So with the varsity tournament, we didn't have any ties when it comes to the wins and all that good stuff. So everything broke out pretty well. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to take the top 2 teams, which is Mad Red and the Immortals, are automatically moved forward into our double elimination tournament. So the bracket you see here is single elimination. We've got the number 3 team, Mad Blue, 8-7. We've got the number 4 team, Underrated, at 6-5. The number 5 team, Orange Crush, at 5-9. Number 6 team, Jump Out Crew, at 2-9. And Bearden, 1-7. Jump Out Crew and Bearden will play. Mad Blue will play the winner of them. Underrated and Orange Crush will play. The 2 winners will move over into our double elimination tournament and match up with Mad Red and the Immortals. And they will play and continue through a double elimination tournament. Have a little fun with it. We'll have the top teams versus the top teams. See who wins, and we'll go from there. So varsity division is pretty simple. Let's go ahead and move into our JV division. So when it comes to our JV division, we had to do something a little different just to get it to round out to where we get the right number of teams at the end of this. So same deal. We've got our top 4 teams on the right side of this bracket. All right. Top 4 teams, we've got Mad Blue at 15-3 is the number 1 seed. Number 2 seed, Scream, 13-4. Number 3 seed, Mad Red, 11-6. Number 4 seed, the Black Cats at 9-7. All right, so the first tiebreaker we had is we had a handful. We had 3 9-win teams. We had the Black Cats, Team Rise, and the Kentucky Raptors all had 9 wins. Team Rise hadn't played the Black Cats or the Raptors throughout any of the season. They missed a couple weeks in and out. So basically, I had to go with, you couldn't really go with points scored because teams played multiple games. That's one thing about teams not playing the same amount of games. So basically, I did the same thing I did with Bearden and Immortals in the high school division, is I just took the wins, listed the teams 1 to however many we got, 15 teams in the JV division. Listed them 1 to 15. Every team they beat, they got the points for the rankings, and whoever had the least amount of points for their 9 wins got the higher ranking. So the Black Cats had 84 win points. Team Rise had 88 win points, and the Raptors had 93 win points. So the Black Cats earned 4th place by beating, their 9 wins, had the better teams. So Black Cats are 9-7 at 4. Team Rise, actually it was Team Rise had, Team Rise had 88, so they finished in 2nd for the 9-win teams, which put them in 5th place. 6th place was the Kentucky Raptors at 9-5 in 6th place. So we've got a tie in our 8-win teams. We had the Seahawks and Underrated. Both those teams played each other back in week 3. Hardin Valley pulled off the win, 35-19. So Hardin Valley got the 7th seed at 8-7. Underrated got the 8th seed at 8-3. Then we have our 9 and 10 seeds. Both these teams had 6 wins, but they're popped up against each other anyway. So we're good to go there. We got Goon Squad. Goon Squad, the same thing. They didn't play in the season. Goon Squad had 55 win points. Jump Out Crew had 68. So Goon Squad got the higher seed. So Goon Squad's a 9 seed at 6-5. Jump Out Crew is going to be 10 seed at 6-5. And then we have our 11 seed Halls at 5-10. Our 12 seed Clinton at 4-12. Our 13 seed down here on the bottom, we got Bearden at 2-6. And then we got our 14 seed and 15 seed, both 1-win teams. Code Blue beat D Block in week 6. So Code Blue's 14th seed at 1-15. D Block is 15th seed at 1-10. What we're going to do here is we're going to play single elimination. Code Blue will play D Block. The winner of that game will play Rise. And then that whole list right here will play single elimination. We'll have 5 teams left out of that left side of this bracket. We're going to take the 3 highest seeds. We'll go ahead and move in to play the top 4 teams. We're going to play the 2 lower seeds in a game 7. You see that right in the middle of the bracket there. They're going to play for the 4th and final spot. So once we get to the final 8 teams, we will play those 4 games, and those final 4 teams will move into a double elimination bracket. All right, so you'll get a couple teams, a couple games extra against the best of the best, and that's how we'll finalize our JV division. So when it comes to our youth division, we've got the same deal here. We took the top 3 teams in the youth division. SOP Boys, number 1 seed at 15-0. SOP Red and Team Up both had 11 wins. They were 1-1 head-to-head during the season, and SOP Reds win. They won by 8 points. When Team Up won, they won by 23 points. So Team Up earned the number 2 seed, and SOP Red will be the number 3 seed. So before we get to the first 3 seeds playing in the double elimination tournament, we're going to go back to this first part of the bracket. We had a couple 7-win teams. So our 4th seed is Red Storm, 8-8. Then we had a handful. We had 3 7-win teams, and the way those teams broke down to put everybody where they needed to be is Coalfield was 1-1 against the Black Cats. In Coalfield's win, they won by 19 points, 27-8. In the Black Cats win, they won by 18 points, 24-8. So Coalfield had the heads up on the Black Cats. Goon Squad played the Black Cats also during week 3 of the season. Goon Squad was 1-0 against the Black Cats, beating them 24-11. So that gave the Black Cats the number 7 seed at 7-9. Goon Squad and Coalfield actually went 1-1 during the season also. In Goon Squad's 1 win, they won 20-4, won by 16. In Coalfield's win, they won 16-15. They won by 1. So Goon Squad wins the tiebreaker there, puts Coalfield as the number 6 seed, and sets Goon Squad at the number 5 seed. Our number 8 seed is Bearden at 5-10. Our number 9 seed is Mad Select at 3-14. Our number 10 seed is Clinton at 2-14. So Mad Select and Clinton will play game 1, and then we'll play Coalfield versus Black Cats, Goon Squad versus Bearden, and then Red Storm will play the winner of Mad Select and Clinton. What we'll do out of these 3 leftover teams, the top seed that's left over will move into the double elimination tournament. The 2 lower seeds will play a game 5 to see who also gets into the double elimination tournament. So when we get to the second part of this bracket, you're going to see I screwed up. I gave SOP 2 and Team Up 3, but it really doesn't matter. I'll fix that when we get going. But We're going to have a 5-team double elimination tournament set up for the youth division. The 2 teams that came out of the single elimination bracket will play each other in Game 6, and then we'll rock and roll it the rest of the way until we have a champion. When it comes to our rookie division, we're going to play a single elimination tournament with a consolation game. We've got Team Underrated at 7-2, the number 1 seed, versus the number 4 seed Gunslinger 0-9, the number 2 seed SOP Boys at 5-6, versus number 3 seed Clinton at 5-6. SOP Boys were 1-1 with the Dragons throughout the season, but in their win, they won 20-5 and won by 15. When the Dragons beat SOP, they won 15-6 with a 9-point differential. So the SOP Boys end up with the number 2 seed and Clinton with the 3. Loser of Game 1 will play the loser of Game 2 for a consolation game, and we'll have a champion in our rookie division. So that should round out our 5 divisions. All right, guys, so there you have it. You've got our 5 division breakdown brackets. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. All you can do is go win. All right, so good luck this weekend. Once again, high school, varsity, and youth divisions are all at Anderson County High School, and JV division and the rookie division is at Clinton High School. So best of luck to all the teams. It's been a blast watching y'all play. Keep it classy, be competitive, and good luck. I'll see you Sunday.